They were the most disgraceful pickles I ever tasted in a respectable boat. Did you have any? For myself, I have discovered an excellent preventive against seasickness in balancing myself. You stand in the center of the deck, and as the ship heaves and pitches, you move your body about so as to keep it always straight. When the front of the ship rises, you lean forward till lean backwards. This is all very well for an hour or two, but you cannot balance yourself for a week. George said, "Let's go up the river." He said, "We should have fresh air, exercise, and quiet. The constant change of scene would occupy our minds, including what there was of Harris, and the hard work would give us a good appetite and make us sleep well." Harris said he didn't think George ought to do anything that would have a tendency to make him sleepier than he always was, as it might be dangerous. He said he didn't very well understand how George was going to sleep any more than he did now, seeing that there were only 24 hours in each day, summer and winter alike, but thought that if he did sleep any more he might just as well be dead, and so save his board and lodging. Harris said, however, that the river would suit him to a T. I don't know what a tea is, except a sixpenny one, which includes bread and butter and cake, and is cheap at the price if you have not had any dinner. It seems to suit everybody, however, which is greatly to its credit. It suited me to a T too, and Harris and I both said it was a good idea of George, and we said it in a tone that seemed to somehow imply that we were surprised that George should have come out so sensible. The only one who was not struck with the suggestion was Montmorency. He never did care for the river. Did Montmorency? It's all very well for you fellows, he says. You like it, but I don't. There's nothing for me to do. Scenery is not in my line, and I don't smoke. If I see a rat, you won't stop. And if I go to sleep, you get fooling about with the boat and sloop me overboard. If you ask me, I call the whole thing belly foolishness. We were 3-1, however the motion was carried. Chapter number 2. Plans discussed. Players of camping out on fine nights. Ditto wet nights. Compromise decided on. Montmorency. First impressions of. Fears lest he is too good for this world. Fears subsequently dismissed as groundless. Meeting adjourns. We pulled out the maps and discussed plans. We arranged to start on the following Saturday from Kingston. Harris and I would go down in the morning and take the boat up to Chertsey, and George, who would not be able to get away from the city till the afternoon. George goes to sleep at a bank from 10 to 4 each day, except Saturdays, when they wake him up and put him outside at 2. Would meet us there. Should we camp out or sleep at inns? George and I were camping out. We said it would be so wild and free, so patriarchal-like. Slowly the golden memory of the dead sun fades from the hearts of the cold. Sad clouds, silent, like sorrowing children. The birds have ceased their song, and only the moorhen's plaintive cry and the harsh croak of the corncrake stirs the ewed hush around the couch of waters, where the dying day breathes out her last.